Welcome to the Misfit One Lifestyles with Elizabeth Colin. She will awaken and connect with your Misfit One. Are you tired of the ups and downs in your life? Are you ready to live a healthy lifestyle once and for all? We are talking about all aspects of your life. Being fit is not just physical, it's also your mind and soul. Learn how to take steps in your life to move towards your goals. Elizabeth's goal is for everyone listening to the sound of her voice to get fit. Let's get focused, let's get intentional, and let's transform. Now here's your host, Elizabeth Colin.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Misfit One Lifestyles with your host, Elizabeth Colin, also known as Misfit One. All right, all the pet lovers gather around because this podcast is for you. I have the one and only Stephanie Pope, who is so amazing. She does acupuncture for animals.
Acupressure.
Acupressure. I said acupuncture. Acupressure. Thank you. For animals, which is insane to me to even think about that whole concept. How did you start that, Stephanie? Welcome.
Oh, thank you. So I went to school for animal science and got a degree from the University of Florida. I didn't want to be a vet at the time. So I kind of looked at other options and found acupressure to be one of those options. I did the hands-on training out in Colorado and basically started with horses and then moved back to Charlotte and was like, hey, I can do small animals. So I went back out to Colorado to do the hands-on for the small animals. So this is a way to give back to the animals and make them feel good. Whereas I'm not necessarily doing vet things, I'm doing preventative and complementary care for them.
Which is a big thing. This is mind-blowing to me because I never even thought about it. I'm a country girl, born and raised on a farm. And I never once thought of acupressure for my animals. Never once. So when I met you, I was like, holy smokes, the whole world needs to know about this. And the name of your company is?
Pull to Pastern. So basically, because I started with horses, I named it after horse terms. So pole is the top of the horse's head, and pastern's kind of near the hoof, so head to toe.
I love it. That is so awesome because I wanted to ask you, what does that mean? Like, what?
Yeah, for dog owners, people are like, I don't know what the heck that is, but for horse people are like, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, we are like that. Okay, pole to Pastern. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, that's what this is all about. We all are learning together, right? And what's crazy about what you do, like you said it before, you didn't want to go in to treat animals in distress or just check up, right? You want it to be preventative. So can you talk to us a little bit about how it is preventative for our pets?
So to get more in depth of it, it's traditional Chinese medicine. We use acupressure to kind of bring balance to the body. So we take what is unbalanced and kind of bring back. So it can be worked as your dog is overactive, he's hyperactive, he won't settle down, then he's too, I guess, too young, he's got too much. So now we're going to go in and push certain points on the body that can kind of bring that balance back. And so we're activating cooler points that will bring kind of calmness to the animal. So we're preventing overactive and where we get the heat stroke, we're kind of bringing it back. But we're also doing points that help animals prevent them from getting allergies, supporting that immune system, helping them with separation anxiety, preventing that from even occurring, because we're keeping the balance. What we want to do is keep the balance. So everything we do, we're trying to bring balance back to the animal or keep that balance. So that's where the preventative comes from. So a lot of people are like, well, my dog is fine, he's great. But you could prevent things from happening, just like brushing your teeth, by doing acupressure. And I teach classes for dog owners to kind of bring their dog, learn these points, and kind of help balance their dogs at home. They can do it. It's not invasive, so it's super safe. Just really fun. It's like a little yoga class with your dog.
I am so there. We all have to go because my dog Pierre has allergies. And just like his mommy, we have allergies. So I would love to learn how to do the pressure points and stuff on him, because before I would always say, I'm giving him a massage. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just be rubbing. And he like it. He's like, oh, that's great. But how cool would it be to take a class on learning the proper way to really give your dog relief,
Right.
or to calm down, or to help with their allergies? How can we connect with you? How can we find you, Stephanie?
So I have social media, and I also have a website that usually has all the events that are listed. I teach at breweries, pet stores around Charlotte. I try to kind of make it diversified, so different people have different needs. Some of the breweries will offer a free beer with it, or you can hang out and chill at the pet store afterwards and go shopping with your dog. Super fun. But I post on social media and the website for the events, the upcoming events, and then you can check that there. But I try to work around the whole Charlotte. I am doing monthly yoga and acupressure with your dog in Matthews. So that one's fun. That one's really cool.
That is so fun. Okay, so how can we follow you on social media so we can get the calendar?
So Instagram will be _2 Pastern, and then Facebook is _TO Pastern. And that's PASTEERN and not URN. It's very confusing.
Right. We'll find you though. We will find you, because I think it is so mind blowing to me. It really is, that you it just makes sense. It works for us.
Right.
Holistic services for us is, it's been working for ages.
Mm-hmm.
And now to do it for your dogs, your cats, your horses. What other animals? Is that the only ones you work with?
Well, I've done a goat.
A goat.
Yes. and a big cow. So all animals can benefit, and the points are located the exact same spot on us as on the dogs and things with normal fingers. Horses are a little different, but in general it's on the same location, same benefits, same everything. So
well, that's like great, but I don't even know where it's at for me. So I'll be in the class. Like, yeah, I'm coming. Pierre and I will be there, because I want to take good care of my pet, right? Because can you give us some of the benefits?
Oh yeah, literally anything you can think of, acupressure is beneficial for. Scientifically, when you push the points, you are activating the blood flow and kind of increasing the blood flow, so you can reduce the swelling, you can reduce inflammation, help blood get to joints and tissues for active healing. But energetically, we can help with emotions like grief, sadness, overjoy, and all sorts of things. So we can work with the emotions and the body to help bring that balance.
Oh my gosh, I love that, because that's another point that you never think about, because they do get sad. especially if it's a loss in the family.
Mm-hmm.
I had two dogs, Murphy, and Murphy was the older one, and he was like 16 when we got
Oh,
Pierre, and he was a miniature poodle and blind. He can't hear no more. He was going senile. He was a hot mess, but he was mine, right? Like mine. And so when
oh,
we got Pierre, he kind of was like he would pounce on him when we got home to let him know, hey, we're going on, and kind of he was like a CI for a dog, right?
yeah.
The dog, CI dog. And when Murphy passed, it was so sad because he was so sad. Like we let him out to go potty. He would go out first and wait for Murphy because Murphy couldn't see, right? So he would kind of
Oh,
guide him. So it took him so long, Stephanie, to just go potty. Like, no, go potty. He's not coming. Like, go potty. Like,
oh.
go. He would just be waiting, like, Murphy has to come out. So when you said that, how amazing would that be to have someone like you that can help in those moments?
Right, right. I
Yeah.
mean, it's amazing. And during my case studies, I did it on my cats because they didn't have a mama cat. They don't even know how to cat. Um, so they weren't really big groomers. So they didn't really lick themselves. But when I did my case studies, I did a lot of lung and large intestine points, which are connected to the skin and kind of allergies, and dry skin, all those kind of things. And after the session, they both bathed. They were licking themselves. They were happy. They were kind of, like it's like a tingly feeling, I guess.
Right.
Each animal responds differently, but they were excited, they were happy, they felt good. And it's amazing to see their reactions. It's crazy. I worked with a dog that had severe anxiety because she was one of those basement breeder dogs, and the mom rescued her, and she wanted her to have a full life and kind of live her life like a normal dog, but she just had fear of everything because she didn't experience that stuff. So there's points that builds trust and helps
Oh,
them feel confident, help them kind of realize and let go of things that were in the past. It's amazing.
you guys, I am sitting here with my mouth like, ah, because it is so amazing. And listen, you guys know we love our pets. Our pets are now members of our family. And when we think of how much they provide for us, how much joy they provide for us, how much love they give us, how amazing would it be to give them that same attention that they give us? And I love it where you say it's not a something that they have to do for an issue. It doesn't have to be
Right.
because they're sick or because of this, but it is just like us going to get a massage, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's just a feel good kind of thing. It's like a spa treatment, kind of, sort of. They're getting the attention, they're getting the good feels, they're enjoying it. Most dogs go to sleep and kind of chill, so it's amazing. Some dogs, however, their first session, they're a little nervous. They're like, "Who are you? Wait a minute." And then at the end, they're like, "Oh, this person's crazy cool. I like this girl."
Yeah, we gonna be back, huh, mama? They're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. What is amazing about that is, like you said earlier, all animals can benefit for it. So if you have a cat, a dog, a goat, horses, it is something that will be so incredibly enjoyed by them. And like you mentioned earlier, it's preventive, like it's preventive care, like brushing your teeth.
Right. Right. Yeah. And anybody can learn it. Anybody can enjoy it, and the animals can enjoy it. During like classes, I tell people like, you don't have to have an issue. You don't. I mean, they can have an issue, but we can sort it out, and we can balance them and bring them back to balance, and they can enjoy it.
Right, right. It could just be a spa day.
Exactly.
It could, yeah, a doggy spa day. Like, let's do that. And while you are taking care of all the animals, right? Because you know our whole platform is living fit.
Right.
Focus plus intention equals transformation. And again, you are a perfect example of that because you studied with animals, but was like, listen, I really don't want to be a vet, and I don't want to go through all the bad things with them. I don't want to say all that. And you found a way to focus on what you enjoyed, and you moved with intentions towards that. And now transformation is happening, and it's a
Yes.
real thing. So can you tell us a little bit about how does it feel for you to really be empowered to live out the vision that you wanted?
Oh my gosh. I am so happy. Every day that I have a session, I feel like they rejuvenate me, where, I'm there to help them feel their best, but I am so amazed and happy when I do this for the animals. I don't know. It's just amazing for me. I get really excited. I don't care where you're located or how far you have to go. I am really excited and love seeing their reaction, and their reaction gives me joy.
I love that. That is so cool because I am just so curious as to what Mr. Pierre's face would be. I mean, he likes getting massages. He really thinks he deserves it all. So I want to see like how it's going to be when it's really, with intention, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just rubbing on him. Mama, love you. Let me give you a massage. I don't know. I don't know. But
I mean, we base traditional Chinese medicine off the intent to heal. So we are there to heal them. We're not there to kind of put our emotions onto them. We're there to help them work through theirs, and kind of
that's
have
awesome.
have that intent. Because if you're brushing your dog, or you're just petting your dog, you're not there to be like, hey, I need you to feel good. I mean,
Right.
sure, maybe you would, but not in a different way.
It's
um
usually to make me feel good, to be honest.
right, right.
It really is. It's like, oh, I'm so, yeah, oh, this feels so great. My baby, I love him, but I can't wait to do it with intentions of him feeling good and healing his little soul and his little body. So I think that is so, so phenomenal. Again, how can we reach out to you so we can get in the classes and just learn more?
Yeah, I mean, my website has a ton of information. The blogs will have some of the acupressure points, but those classes are definitely going to be more focused on what acupressure is, how to find the points, the benefits, what to look for when you're touching your animal. These are called releases, what they feel and how they respond to you. Those are going to be posted on the website as well. And that's Pastern.com. And then my social media as well. I don't post too much of the acupressure points anymore during COVID, because we all know how that was a struggle. But I like to post the events on social media. So
Yeah, to just keep us informed. And that's poll two, the number two.
that's for the Instagram. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
poll two, Pastern. And what's so cool about it is how I see in your face how much joy you receive from giving to them. But I'm gonna ask, how do you take care of yourself, Stephanie? What's your
Oh,
self-care look like?
I mean, so I'm a
Huh?
mild runner.
I'm like,
I'm
huh?
a
I'm leaning
mild
in.
runner.
Okay. Can you define that for us? Can you define what a mild runner is?
I'm more like a jogger, but I try to set goals for myself in the fitness world. And during COVID, I set a 30-day limit or a 30-day, at least 1 mile a day. I ended up doing 120 days at least a mile. You know, if I felt good, I kept going and,
Yes,
maybe
that's
5 miles
awesome.
here and, kept going. But now after, the holidays and such, I did my half marathon in November at Disney World. And then the
Congratulations.
holidays thank you.
Yes.
The holidays make you want to huddle in your bath robes and under blankets. But I'm getting back out there and doing some 5Ks and running. um, I do red light therapy for the animals as well, so I have access to the lights and I just put it on myself.
Right, because I need red light therapy. I need it.
Yes,
Yeah,
oh my
that's
gosh.
awesome. That's
So
awesome.
it's really good for our skin and joints as well as theirs. But I'm trying my best at the eating healthy part.
You know
But
what? Listen, it's a balancing, and I hate to say balancing act. It's a harmony, right? It's some things you pay more attention on
right,
more than others. It's a ebb and flow of things. So, don't focus on that so much. Just focus on you and being healthy on the inside. And of course, I got you, right? This is what I do. I talk, I do this. But what's so
right,
great about it is that you took, time out to learn more about the animals, and you know how it can affect you as well. So it's really important to pour into yourself just as we pour into
right,
others, right? You see what
right.
I'm saying, Stephanie? You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying, right? Right. You know that old saying, put your mask on first before you help others.
Right.
So I appreciate that you are doing all of that and you see that as well. And so kudos to you.
Thanks.
Kudos to you. Now, before we wrap it up, is it anything else you want to let us know?
I mean, briefly, the red light therapy is really great for after surgeries or exercise recovery. It's really good for anything. So I have a handheld device that kind of looks like a mini flashlight, and I use those to activate the acupressure points. So it's called photopuncture. So I'm not using needles. It's not actually penetrating the skin, but it is in a way, since you're using the light to kind of activate those acupressure points, and acupressure is energetic. So you're using light energy to kind of activate those points and kind of release stagnation and again bring back balance. So it also helps the tissues kind of repair themselves, release endorphins, help the body build collagen for joints and wrinkles.
I know, right? Yeah. You got my attention when you said collagen. What? Collagen, huh?
I know. I had my twin sister got a red light from me, and she puts it on her head, and for like hair growth and stuff. And she's like, "I just need it right here."
Yeah, just let it ride. Just leave it alone. Let me have a red light on my head. Yes. That's so funny because it is used for so many. I've heard of that. And so it's so again, uh, just amazing how we can do this for our animals. And it's so smart of you because animals are, like I said before, becoming members in our family. Like I'm an empty nester. So my dog was like on the picture cover of my phone, and my kids was like, you have 3 kids and a child and you have your dog.
Oh, I mean,
Yes, I do. I do. And after this, Pierre and I will be going to get him a spa day.
Yes.
because he needs it. And I cannot wait. I just thank you again for coming on and really enlightening us on this subject, because I didn't even know it was out there. So you guys know, when I find out something new, I want to tell everybody about it.
Well, thank you.
You're so welcome. Again, you keep up the amazing work. And I'm sure that this will not be the last time we chit chat and stay together. And guys, please meet me in the classrooms, because I want all of us to have a good time with our dogs and make it about them, or cats, whatever you have, right? And make it about them. So, again, thank you, Stephanie, for coming on today.
Oh, thank you so much. I love sharing, obviously. Those classes, I have to have a whole sheet where I'm like, okay, we're talking about this, this, and this only, because I will talk all day long.
Right. I love, because it's fascinating. It is
Mhm.
literally fascinating to me. And I know everybody who is listening is now like, whoa, they're already on your page. They like, I got to figure this out. I want to get in there, because it's something that I think is kind of important for us to know about, and especially for our pets. I've heard so many things about people and their pets and all this stuff. And I love it that it's not just for trauma, and it could just be for their enjoyment.
Right. Yep.
Right?
It's amazing to do before things happen,
Right.
but it can be complimentary.
Yeah. And it can help, like all of us. It's nice for us to go to therapy or a coach before we really need a whole
Right.
lot of therapy.
Right.
If
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying. Before we need to put that white jacket on that ties in the back. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I am just delighted. And until next week, you guys, it's your girl, Elizabeth Colin, and I want you to live fit. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Misfit One Lifestyles. Listen, when you are fed up and sick and tired of living this stifled, overwhelmed, and overstressed life, and you're ready to live the fullest, richest, and healthiest life by gaining more confidence, more energy, and more clarity, living in your best self, you know what to do, right? Go ahead, go to my website, misfit1.com. Sign up for our online courses, Creating Healthy Habits, so that you too can live fit, focus, move with intention, and transform your life.